Hey travel lovers, Serge here from Discovering Destinations with a brand new adventure. Today we're taking you beyond Greece's famous sites to one of its hidden gems, Argos. We heard about this place from a local in Nafplio, and what's striking is how this ancient city is mentioned in Homer's Iliad. It's also got tons of history, charm, and a few surprises that most travelers miss. So join us as we dive deeper into this timeless city and discover why Argos is just as magical as the big destinations. Then stick around as we uncover the mysteries of cyclopean walls and hidden tombs. Hey everyone, welcome back to Discovering Destinations. Today, we're taking you on an epic day trip through some of Greece's ancient gems. We'll start by heading over to the city of Argos to discover the Larissa Castle. Often overlooked by travelers, Argos is filled with history and charm. A true hidden gem for anyone interested in seeing the heart of Greece. Then, stay tuned as we dive into more mysterious destinations. There's so much history and beauty packed into this trip. And it all starts with the perfect setting in Nafplio. If you haven't already, be sure to check out our other blogs from the region. Our journey kicks off in Argos, a city known for being one of the oldest continuously inhabited settlements in the world. With so many destinations to discover in Greece, you may be wondering how Argos made it on our radar. It was thanks to our interactions with Nectaria from Amriki in the Old Town Nafplio.
And they are also numbered because we only make 300, so there are limited.
And thanks to her, we'll be able to dive a little bit deeper into the Greek culture. Thankfully, the weather was sunny-ish. On our way over, we noticed a golden layer of Saharan dust hung over the landscape. In the video, it'll come across as a hazy background. We'll share the fascinating story behind this climate-changing phenomenon later in the video, so stay tuned. As we arrived in Argos, we first noticed the Criterion, Ancient Theatre, and Roman Agora of Argos. We were almost decided to start discovering this part when we noticed a castle-like structure on top of the mountain. Which is when we decided to venture up the hill instead. On the way up, we came across the Virgin Mary Holy Monastery, which was closed. Despite that, we got out of the car to take some pictures, since at this altitude, we got a nice view of the city of Argos down below. Continuing on, we followed Google Maps to the castle, until it brought us to an unmarked road. It looked so sketchy that we quickly abandoned and decided to drive up on the other side of the mountain. Here's a fun fact. Did you know that Argos was once a powerful city-state that even rivaled Sparta? Unlike other Greek cities, which focus on art, philosophy, and trade, Sparta's society was centered around military excellence. And Argos' strategic location made it an essential hub in ancient Greece. At the top of the hill sits the Larissa Castle, a fortress with roots going back to ancient times, but heavily fortified by the Byzantine and later periods. It's open and free to explore. With that, we found it surprisingly well preserved.
Yes, is it still good morning? I'm not sure. We made our way today to this city called Argos. It's about 30 minutes away from Tolo by car. and we drove through the city. We saw the nice castle up here on the mountain, and we decided, well, let's go up there. Google Maps is a little kind of flaky because it brought us to this monastery, which is just below. Seeing it now from so close, I think we could have just walked up here. There's also this road that it was sending us on, which is all kind of rubble. A little bit further down though, it's like kind of rocks and dry grass. So we opted to go all the way around, and we came up with some really nice views actually on the other side that we're going to show in the video as well. The castle looks pretty well preserved for what it is. And we're not sure yet if there's an entry fee. It looks like there might be. Generally too, I think it should be a really nice view over here. You see the sea over there in the back, faintly, and you see this kind of grayish kind of fog, I guess you can call it that. It's not fog, it's actually sand that's carrying over from the Sahara Desert, which is crazy because our cars are full of sand and all the cars around are full of sand. Sometimes you also get kind of something in your eye, you know, a piece of sand or so, and also in the throat. So maybe not the greatest quality for air for like hiking and that sort of thing today. You know, we were able to drive all the way up here, so we're going to go ahead and visit the castle. Yeah, it seems like it's something that's happening now for the past couple of years in Greece, where the sand is coming over from the Sahara Desert. It carries all the way across the Mediterranean. So it's really sad, but it looks like it's almost done. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and visit the castle, learn a little bit about it, and take some videos around. Let's go and check it out.
The castle's name, Larissa, is a tribute to an ancient city and goddess of the same name. It once served as a key defensive point, overlooking Argos, to keep watch on any potential invasions.
It looks like it goes as far back as 13th century BC, where the Mycenaean, there's the first fortification that's in there that's still kept and we can still see it inside. And then after that, there was developments after the medieval. It became also a military standpoint. There's a chapel also inside, and it's just basically overlooking the sea. So it was a very strategic standpoint, being at the very top of the mountain and then having a very, like a 360 view basically of the land. So we see part of the land over here, and then we also see it on the other side where we came up with the car. So really interesting. So let's go inside and visit, or maybe just walk up here and have a look from the outside. Let's check it out.
Walking around these ruins felt almost like time travel. This fortress has witnessed countless invasions, from ancient Greeks to the Byzantine and even the Franks. Imagine all the battles fought here to control this incredible vantage point. One of the castle's most important roles was during the Middle Ages, as it defended Argos and the surrounding territory. Because of its strategic position, it provided a perfect vantage point to monitor incoming threats. And it wasn't always peaceful here. This castle was the scene of several battles, as rival factions fought to control this key location. One of the most significant events here took place in the 13th century, when the Franks and the Byzantines clashed over this territory. Argos changed hands several times between these two powers, with Larissa Castle serving as the centerpiece of these confrontations. Each ruler fortified and adapted the castle to suit their needs, resulting in the multi-layered structure you see today. The layer of dust we see in the background adds a bit of mystique to the view. It's a strange effect, making everything feel almost dreamlike. With a little online research, we discovered that the phenomenon of Saharan dust traveling across the Mediterranean to Europe, including countries like Italy and Greece, has been occurring for thousands of years. Historically, this dust even played a role in fertilizing soil in regions far from the Sahara due to its high mineral content. However, with climate change, this phenomenon has become more frequent and intense in recent years. Rising global temperatures are influencing atmospheric circulation patterns, leading to stronger winds and more frequent dust storms. This expansion is contributing to more dust being lifted into the atmosphere and carried over greater distances. It's a surreal reminder of how connected we all are, even to something as far away as the Sahara. After exploring the castle grounds, we headed down to Argos to enjoy a late brunch. The lower city has such a vibrant city vibe, and there are these charming patios where you can soak up the ambience. A quick tip, Argos is also known for its delicious local cuisine, so be sure to try some of their local specialties if you're visiting. For example, you'll find souvlaki and gyro, chickpea soup, lahano dolmades, lagana bread, local wine, and sipuro. These dishes showcase the warm, earthy flavors typical of Peloponnesian cuisine and give visitors a delicious introduction to the taste of Argos. In our case, we felt like a breakfast dish, so we ordered Eggs Benedict. Historically, Argos was a power city-state and even rivaled Sparta in early years. Its position made it a central trade hub for the Peloponnese, and its people played pivotal roles in the major historic conflicts, including the Peloponnesian War. With over 3,000 years of history, Argos is a city that has not only survived, but thrived, offering a wealth of archaeological sites like the ancient theaters, Roman baths, and Byzantine churches. Argos, and especially the Larissa Castle, remind us of the incredible stories hidden in these smaller Greek cities. These places don't just showcase ruins, they tell the tales of people, battles, and cultures that have shaped the region. A big thank you to our friend Nectaria from Nafplio for recommending this fantastic city. So, if you're looking for a destination that packs a punch with both history and local charm, Argos should definitely be on your list. It's the kind of place that might surprise you with its depth and beauty. With full bellies, we made our way over to the Mycenaean Acropolis of Tiryns. The weather was changing and clouds started rolling in, giving the place a more dramatic look. Perfect for ancient ruins, right? Our next stop takes us deep into the heart of ancient Greece at the Mycenaean Acropolis of Tiryns. This site dates back to around 1400 BC, making it one of the oldest sites we visited. It was once a bustling fortress, serving as one of the most important strongholds in the Mycenaean civilization. Unlike a typical village, Tiryns was more of a fortified palace with complex design to protect its rulers and surrounding territories. These walls, known as Cyclopean walls, were believed to have been built by giants because of their massive size. It's no wonder that some ancient myths claim that only the Cyclopes could have lifted these stones. The Acropolis was strategically constructed on a hill, giving it a defensive advantage over the surrounding plains. Its high, thick walls and fortress-like structure provided protection against invasions. And it would have been nearly impossible for enemy forces to penetrate its defense. Although direct records of battles fought at Tiryns are scarce, The Mycenaean civilization was heavily involved in conflicts with neighboring powers. Tiryns and nearby Mycenae were likely involved in defending their territories from rival city-states and foreign invaders during the Bronze Age collapse, a period marked by widespread destruction across the eastern Mediterranean. Here's an intriguing fact. Tiryns is famously mentioned in Homer's Iliad, described as walled-girt city. It was a seat of power long before the rise of classical Greece. This makes it one of the oldest fortified sites in Europe, a true testament to the ingenuity of its builders. Imagine standing in a place so old that it's featured in one of history's oldest epic tales. The site was soon closing, which meant we couldn't explore the entire grounds. The clock marked 3:30, still early in our opinion, which is when we ventured deeper into the site and discovered the incredible vaulted tombs. We followed the street signs, which brought us to a private-looking road. Our curiosity took the forefront as we proceeded with caution. Our first thought was how this might not be a very popular site, since we found no parking spaces. So we left a rental car in a position that allowed other cars to pass, and walked over to have a look at the tomb. Known as Tholos tombs, these were monumental burial chambers reserved for the Mycenaean elite, and the design was meant to withstand centuries. Moreover, they were designed in a beehive shape, symbolizing eternity and the cycle of life and death, a theme central to ancient Greek beliefs. These tombs served a dual purpose. They were not only a place to honor the dead, but also served as a reminder to the living of the power and legacy of their leaders. The grand scale of these tombs indicate the importance placed on death rituals and ancestor worship in Mycenaean culture. Just a short distance from Tiryns lies the city of Nafplio, a place that has seen waves of influence from ancient times right up to the present. From the Mycenaeans who ruled the region to the Venetians, Ottomans, and even the Bavarians in the 19th century. Nafplio was actually Greece's first capital, after the country gained independence from the Ottoman Empire. For anyone watching our series of vlogs, Nafplio offers a fascinating contrast. You can stroll through its picturesque old town with narrow streets, Venetian architecture, and castle-topped hills. Or explore the new town, which brings you closer to Greek life today. Both sides of the city reflect its deep history and its vibrant present. This blend of modern and history makes it an unforgettable stop for anyone wanting to explore Greece's past and present. We invite you to have a look at our Nafplio vlogs, where we listed incredible places to have coffee, for instance, Coffee Lab and Bike Cafe. You'll also find delicious treats a few minutes away, at a place called the Cosmos Bakery. The ruins of Tiryns and the city of Nafplio are connected by centuries of history, from the warriors of the Mycenaean age to the cosmopolitan city of today. Whether you're drawn to the mysteries of ancient ruins or the lively streets of a modern Greek city, this region has something to offer for every traveler. Looking back, this day trip through Argos and Tiryns really highlights how Greece is a country that combines both ancient beauty and modern-day realities. From the vibrant city patios to the widespread ruins, it's incredible how much history you can touch in a single day. Thanks for tagging along with us through this journey. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, subscribe for more Greek adventures, and don't forget to share with anyone planning a trip. Hey everyone, welcome back! Of course, Greece is known for its islands and beaches, but there's so much more to discover beyond the surface. Which is why here at Discovering Destinations, we're all about showing you both the iconic landmarks and the hidden gems, the ones that add the sweetest layers to your journey. So, whether it's the big city or the quiet corners, we're here to bring you all the incredible angles. We've got more Greek discovery for next week before we head to our next destination, so stay tuned. Until then, keep exploring, keep discovering, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye for now.